What's going on, you guys? You guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. Then I got one for Black Clover episode 169. That means we're gonna have one episode left, which is super depressing for most of us, because we have been loving Black Clover, and I think it's in its peak. I just like to say its peak is at the high point right now of the show for me. This episode, we see what Nacht pretty much explores and teaching shows us, like, hey, you have to make a contract with this devil, so that way you will be able to, like, use his powers. Right now, you just kind of been, like, siphoning off his energy. So you need to make a formal contract. But before we even got to that point, we talked about something that I completely skipped over last week, and I forgot. Somebody reminded me in the comments last week, and I was supposed to go did a TikTok about it. I said, okay, I'm just going to save it for next week. Hopefully everybody understand. And that was the fact that, like, Noelle and them got saved. Well, they didn't get saved by the elves, but the elves did come, like, heal them, because they all protected themselves from the blast, but they used about, I'm pretty sure they used about the money. They were knocked out, so the elves came, brought them back to, like, their hideout or new sanctum for the elves and everything. And you found out, like, they in, like, the strong magic region or whatever, and, like, hey, Noelle wakes up like, what can we do to get stronger in 2 days, because we have to get stronger and stop everything. Now, the weirdest part was, like, Noelle knew she needed to get stronger quickly, but they haven't, I don't remember them talking to, like, the people of the Clover Kingdom saying when exactly they were going to attack. We know they're going to attack in 3 days, and on the 3rd day it's going to be that morning. I'm happy to see the elves back in play. My only thing with the elves, and this is a honest thought of mine, was that I actually thought there was more elves out there. I didn't think every elf that existed lived in the Clover Kingdom. I thought there was some, like, in other places, like maybe, like, you know, other kingdoms, but apparently not. It seems like the only elves that there are the ones that we know and we met last season. So, but nonetheless, they're apparently they have this way of helping them all get stronger, which is also crazy, because you just constantly thinking, like, hey, they trained 6 months to get stronger, and they still weren't strong enough. But in these couple days, their strength is going to increase. Just like, imagine if Asta'S trained with that, like, ahead of time, or if, like, the Noelle and the people, her group that's in the Clover Kingdom have been training with the elves these entire 6 months, to determine where their strength would be. But you have to do what you have to do. And like I said, then we end up going back and, like, and seeing what's going on. Oh, excuse me. We go back and we see what's going on with Asta'S and Nacht. And that basically takes them to this place, and I'm pretty sure it's like where he was raised at. To, like, show Asta'S, like, hey, I'm going to allow you to make a contract with your devil. Like, you have to offer him something. You have to get, like, a relic from him or something. So Asta'S steps into this, like, magic zone, and, like, his devil immediately comes out, which is strange to me, because it's always this big deal about them being able to, like, get their devils there, and, like, and we found out that, like, the devil can manifest there for, like, short periods of time. So wouldn't it be smart of them to just, like, hey, like, find somebody to, like, create a contract with, the way you can, like, the devil. I mean, if you're a devil, you're just like, yeah, create a contract with somebody and just slowly take over, or kind of manipulate them. But it's, of course, I mean, the Black Bulls and the Magic Knights are smarter than that. But also, Asta'S is a unique case, because Nacht tends to tell him that, like, yo, the way you got your devil is not like how I got mine. I think it's Grimoire special, Asta'S special. There's so many different things, and I think what comes into play with that is when we see his mother. But even before that, we have this moment between Asta'S and this devil, where Asta'S basically like, thank you. I mean, which is super polite of Asta'S. Like, well, you've low-key been helping me with all these battles. We go back to see when he was fighting against the Diamond Kingdom, when he was fighting against the elves, when he fought against the other devils. It's like so many different situations where Asta'S was like, bro, you helped me. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. And the devil like, whatever. Like, you're foolish. I'm just using you, or I'm going to like destroy you, that you lost your arm because of me. I was like, well, that was the deal. It's not like you didn't take my arm, like I made a deal for it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you're not bad. Like, I know you're not bad because I've talked to you before. Like, don't try to put on a front because you're in front of Nacht. Like, I've talked to you in my head before. Like, man, you cool. And like just because, and that was one of the parts of the thing I enjoyed the most. Like one of the things Black Clover does well, like sprinkle a little bit of reality in the episodes, because it's like you pretend to be this person, or not even that. It's just more or less like, just because the world labeled you this, that don't mean you actually that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you labeled the devil don't mean you're evil. You know, like everybody is the same. No matter what, it's just like somebody trying to kind of being a victim of circumstance and what they raised, and like, oh, everybody from that neighborhood is bad. Not really. You get to know them, have a conversation with them before, and then see what they're like. And that's pretty much what Asta'S was like, which kind of surprised him, because that devil had that look in his eye like, I've heard somebody else say these exact same words. And that's where we see Asta'S mom in the episode cuts. So you mean to tell me we basically finna learn about Asta'S mom, then the show's gonna go off? Okay. Alright. I hate you for it. There's nothing I can do about it. I think I've said this like every single week, but it's the absolute worst time for Black Clover to be ended, because we're in the moments of just like excellency. Like, it is so good right now. Every single episode has been fire. The storyline, everything they have going right now has been like top notch, and it's about to end. It sucks, but like it's just kind of like you just look at it like it is what it is. Nothing you can really do about it. You know, be disappointed, of course, but like that's not gonna help. You know, so you just gotta take that lick, and that's pretty much what we are doing at this point. But thought the episode was fantastic. Can't wait to actually see Asta'S mother, and like how Asta got the way he was, and more about this devil that apparently had an interaction with her, and see if they have anything to do with one another, like in the clues to Asta'S father, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to seeing next week, which is the last episode. And I'm coming out as soon as I find out whatever the news is, whatever they decide. I'm be right here talking about it. Talk about it on my TikTok, talking about it on here, because hopefully it's something good. Because with the bad news of it ending next week, hopefully we get some good news. But I'm also diving into the manga next week, and I might make a Twitch. I'm thinking about making a Twitch to like when I catch up on Black Clover, because people been telling me I should make a Twitch, and I don't got that. So let me know down in the comments what I should do. But yeah, also let me know what y'all thought about this episode down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys staying safe. And I'll catch up with y'all later.